Chris,
Ken,
we're gonna find out who the raddest second raddest
second raddest,
second raddest,
fourth raddest,
second to fourth raddest.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. All right, well, we're tournament time. Who and what is happening? Who do you have for me today? Who we do?
Who do I have for you today? We're getting right into it.
Who's battling
Last
today,
time,
man?
This is number 4. This is the second actor category. We've had the two
men
actor.
acting.
We had actress twice. We had actor once. This is the second actor. Who's the first winner?
Michael J. Fox.
Oh,
I'm sorry. What's this?
Spoiler. You gotta watch the video to find out.
Yeah.
Might have been Michael J. Fox. Might have not been. Might have been. I
just forgot the bit that we started. I forgot the bit. Sorry, man. Here's the thing. This is like the second heat for the male actors, right? We call it a heat, right? They're heat.
Yeah, I call it a heat. I hesitate to say B team. These are the ones that didn't make the cut.
No, I wouldn't say B team. It's just. Okay. So here's what happens. Okay. Kenny gets these. Right now Kenny's handling it because I'm not in studio. So he's doing this for me. When we get back into studio, we'll figure it out. We'll probably go back and forth or I was thinking maybe you do one side, I do the other, and we could do it that way. I don't know. We'll talk about it.
We could.
But once I'm back in studio, out of quarantine, then we can figure out. But my point is Kenny ranks these, and I still don't really know how you rank them. I just know that you do.
I'll show you. I'll show you my process.
That'd be interesting. So you rank them, and then I get to decide who is the raddest of the 80s.
Correct. So we're gonna get right into it.
Do it.
Chris, the heat is on now. Eddie Murphy was in the last one. Not this one. So
down the street.
However, we're going with Gibson.
Melvin Gibson versus Charles Norris.
Okay, so right off, man.
My God!
It's the heat. Bringing it, the heat. Bringing it. Gibson versus Norris. Who's moving forward?
Oh, bro.
Round 1.
Bro, cheese. That's messed up, bro.
I don't know. So let's think. Mel Gibson.
All right, Mel Gibson. You got Road Warrior. You've got Mad Max. You've got he's bringing out the tableau.
Yeah, which is probably eclipsed by you, so it looks like I'm just touching you.
Yeah, get out of my body, you weirdo. Mel Gibson. Yeah, Lethal Weapon. Obviously,
Yeah, the Lethal Weapons.
A lot of things, man. He was in a lot of things. Gallipoli, he was in.
What?
It was an Australian film about the Australian military thing.
And then you're looking at Missing in Action, Missing in Action 2.
Missing in Action 17.
Yep, Delta Force, Braddock.
That's right, Delta Force. That's right. Yeah, he was in Sidekicks with the kid that killed himself from Sequest.
Yeah. Sidekicks was
I like Sidekicks. I like that movie.
92.
Yeah.
Top Dog, 95.
Top Dog, that's right, where he did a Turner and Hooch movie, basically. He was a cop with a canine cop or something.
He was in Dodgeball?
Was he really?
That's Dodgeball himself, a cameo.
Oh, maybe he did. Maybe in like Vegas or something.
I feel like I don't remember that.
And they went to Vegas to fight to do the final battle or whatever. That's a good movie. Oh man, Kenny, this is a rough one. I'm sorry. This is.
Was it Bird on a Wire?
Yep, I know that. Goldie Hawn.
Right? Did you say that? I don't know if you said that.
Yeah, I did that. Well, I said it in my head, but I've said that previously. I said
Mel
it for
Gibson. I mean, he got started later than
good old
Chuck Norris,
Chucky Wucky.
Yeah, Gallipoli. There it is.
What's the one he was a Sissy Spacek when he was like at the river? The River.
Oh, The River, yeah. Mad Max, all three of them, Lethal Weapon, Tequila Sunrise.
Oh, Tequila Sunrise, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Air America.
Oh, Air America with Robert Downey Jr.
Hamlet.
Listen,
Forever
Hamlet
Young.
was a good one. Listen, everyone listening
Maverick.
or watching, my mother was a avid Mel Gibson fan. I've seen every one of Mel Gibson's movies up to, I'd say, the 2000s.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen every one. Yeah. So.
Okay. Right.
She actually made me call his office in California one time when I was 13. She was so scared she didn't want to do it, so I did it.
Really? How about that?
I didn't get through. Anyway, Chuck Norris. Man, Kenny, you've really thrown me for some 80s loops here. This is some Fruit Loops, bro, because this is very tough for me. I don't know. I love Chuck Norris, but I have a history with Mel Gibson.
Okay.
What movies? What 80s movies do I enjoy more? I just watched Lethal Weapon 1 and 2 because they're on the flicks. Oh, bro. Oh, man.
You can do this. You can do this.
This is rough, dude. This is rough. I kind of want to put Mel Gibson through. I think I'm going to put Mel Gibson through. Sorry, Chuck.
Mel Gibson probably had the more lucrative career.
Yeah, I would say probably, yeah.
I mean, Chuck Norris.
Although Chuck Norris does have
kind of tough that,
those Chuck Norris jokes. Those
he's more... He doesn't need fantasy. He's reality, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like he's a real life superstar.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's it. You know, so
I have a t-shirt that says when Chuck Norris gets drunk, he doesn't throw up, he throws down.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. All right, put Mel Gibson through. Come on, let's move forward.
Mel Gibson's going. All right.
Yeah, let's move forward. Sorry, Chuck.
Gotcha.
I love you.
Mel Gibson moving forward. All
next.
Right. So next, we're going with. Okay, this could have been one of two. I realized.
Glover. Wow.
All right. It's not Crispin Glover. It's Danny Glover.
Yeah.
So Danny Glover versus
Crispin
another
Glover.
one of your faves.
Move your hand. Rutger Hauer.
Oh, Rutger Hauer. All right. So,
all right. Well, look, this is going to be.
Danny Glover again got started around the same time as
Mr. Hauer.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson, same time, really.
So
he was
in a movie called Choo Choo and the Philly Flash.
Weird. Color Purple with Oprah Winfrey.
The Color Purple. Yep. Lethal Weapon.
He was in Predator
21. 2. Classic.
Oh, that is true. That's a good one.
Another one, Predator 2 in 1990.
Yep, I just said that.
Right. Yep. All three Lethal Weapons. Yeah.
All right.
Or all four. Rather,
Here's the thing.
You know what?
I love me some Danny Glover.
Angels in the Outfield.
He was
also Maverick.
He was also in Maverick. That's right.
Yep. Well, he was an uncredited role in Maverick.
Oh, for real? Oh,
but,
Maverick was the sequel to the original one with James Gardner, where James Gardner happens to be his dad in the
Gardner.
Garner,
yeah.
Isn't it Garner? Not a D. There's no D.
Garner.
Garner.
I thought you said Gardner.
Like Jennifer.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a good one. I liked Maverick. You know what? Rutger Hauer, though, Hobo with a Shotgun, just, you know.
Well, that's recent. We're going to talk Blade Runner.
You see, Hobo with a Shotgun, I always assume it's from the 80s, man. I always assume it's from the 80s because I could have sworn.
Yeah, it was made in that kind of vein. Yeah.
What year is it?
Hobo with a Shotgun, dude?
Because I could have sworn I saw that when I was a kid.
2011.
Yeah, I know, and that's weird to me. It's so weird to me.
Anyway, let's move on and go back to the 80s and Rutger Hauer.
Well, what else
you ever
got?
see Flesh and Blood?
Yeah.
Man, with the plague and everything, that was a crazy movie.
He was in Buffy
man.
the Vampire Slayer. Played the Master Vampire.
Blind Fury.
Blind Fury. Well, maybe it was Blind Fury. That's the one I keep thinking of.
Probably.
He plays. That's definitely the one. Then, yeah, that's the
Split Second. Yes, the Vampire. Buffy the Vampire, the movie.
The movie, right, with Christy Swanson.
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, we're gonna. To me, the raddest of these two for the 80s regarding the 80s is Rutger Hauer. Moving forward. Yeah.
Okay.
R.I.P.
Rutger
baby.
Hauer. All right.
R.I.P.
We're shaping it up.
Ship shape shop.
Ship shape. Okay. Another one for you.
For me.
Well, another one for you.
I just realized I don't have a Teen Wolf shirt. I should get a Teen Wolf shirt. Marty Short.
Yep, Martin Short.
Martin Short. Good one. That's a good one. You don't remember who's next?
No, I do.
But there's a but. Do it. Just do it. What are you doing?
Martin Short versus
Martin Short.
This guy.
I can't. What? I can't see it. What is it? Oh, Berenger. Tom Berenger. I mean, yeah, you don't get. Yeah, oh God, you don't get much more 80s. You call these guys the B team. These guys are. This is all just these aren't. Right? They're just got. There's just listen. There's honestly, I don't think there's any B team unless you're gonna tell me Richard Grieco. You put Richard Grieco in there, that's B team. Okay.
No.
Man, Martin Short. I mean, what wasn't he in, man?
I know.
Wasn't he in?
What wasn't he in? Hey, you know what? There's a lot.
D-Dubs, what's up? Welcome.
Hi.
How you doing? Hey, D-Dubs, I don't know. By the way, if you're listening to this, we're streaming this live, so we're talking to our people in the chat. I don't know if you've been typing or not. We haven't been seeing anything, so, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so Martin Short, man, Three Amigos. What else was he? Oh,
Martin Short, Inner Space.
Inner Space, of course. Of course.
Three Fugitives. Gosh. I forgot about Three Fugitives.
That's right.
With the Nolte.
Wow, yeah.
Father of the Bride. Actually, you know what's really funny?
What?
Comedy? He was in Three Amigos, Inner Space, Cross My Heart, Three Fugitives, and The Big Picture. Those were the only movies he was in the 80s.
Those are the only movies he was in the 80s?
That's what it's saying here on the Wikipedia, unless somebody deleted his filmography.
Oh, you just joined. You turned off, so they had two spur. Okay, I gotcha. No, but you know why? SNL. That's why. That's why he's prominent, because he was in SNL. So.
Well, yeah, but
I'm just saying.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, he did have a lot of appearances.
Tom Berenger. You've got Major League. He was in a whole bunch of seedy little movies where he played a dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
he was Sniper.
Sniper. He was in. I think he was in Sliver.
The Big Chill. Eddie and the Cruisers.
Chill. He was in Eddie and the Cruisers. That's a good one. That is a good one.
Another big one that we're forgetting here is Platoon. Did you say Platoon?
That's right. I didn't say Platoon yet. He was in Platoon with the good old. Oh, he was in Platoon with Charlie Sheen, and also in Major League with Charlie Sheen a little bit later on.
Oh, that is true. I wonder if Willem Dafoe was in anything else.
What else?
Yeah, Major League 2, Chasers.
Chasers, yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah,
he's just been like the older guy and everything.
Yeah.
Definitely 80s, but I'm gonna go ahead.
Older guy now, maybe, yeah, but
no, he always seemed to me like he was always like the older guy in all these things. Yeah. The other thing is, I'm gonna have to move Martin Short. We're gonna push Martin Short because I love Martin Short.
Okay, a little bit more prolific.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, Tommy.
Sorry, Tom.
Tommy Berenger. Bye. All right, are you ready for the next?
Yes.
How's everything going, DW? Just lining everything up here for you.
Yawn. Long work day. All right. You're doing a lot of typing and stuff. I wish you would just give me the names so then I can start thinking and then you could type. Show us all the names. Aykroyd. Oh, man. You're also sleepy. Well, it's also like almost, 1 o'clock by you at this point? Emilio Estevez. Oh, man. Wait, you're putting Aykroyd and Estevez?
Together.
That's messed up, bro.
It's a tough one for you?
Come on, man. Almost Midnight, yeah. That's good. Isn't that the title of a movie? Has to be. It's probably like 17 movies called Almost Midnight. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
All right, so
Dan Aykroyd. Everything.
Right, Dan Aykroyd.
Just everything. Ghostbusters, SNL again, Blues Brothers. Nothing but
Trading
Trouble.
Places.
I mean, what else you want from me?
What else? I mean? How about Dragnet?
That's right. Him and Tom Hanks.
Did you say Spies Like Us in The Great Outdoors?
I did not yet. In The Great Outdoors. Oh my
Caddyshack.
God. The Great Outdoors is
2.
Such a good movie. And definitely Caddyshack 2.
Yep.
Dan Aykroyd is the man. And now purveyor of
My
Crystal
Girl.
Skull vodka.
Yeah, My Girl. Yeah, he was in that one. And Emilio, let's go down the road of the Estevez.
Men at Work.
Apocalypse Now. He was in that thing. Scenes deleted.
Apocalypse Now.
It says scenes deleted. He's probably in the director's cut or something. Anyway,
Young
Outsiders,
Guns,
Repo Man, The Breakfast Club, St. Elmo's Fire, Maximum Overdrive. Chris.
Oh yeah.
What about that one?
Yep.
Stakeout, Young Guns 1 and 2.
2. Yep.
Men at Work.
Men at Work with his brother. Great movie.
Who was he in with Mick Jagger? What was he in?
Jack. I just said, who's using hot ammo? I love that movie. I love that movie.
Loaded Weapon 1.
Mount Up. Loaded Weapon 1. Fantastic movie with Sam Jackson. That's right.
I haven't seen Young Guns since I was
Young Guns is such a good movie. It's such a good movie, right?
It's probably like 13, 14 maybe. And I think I saw the second one more than I saw the first one.
Yeah, same here. Same.
Yeah.
Both good, very good movies. I love those movies. Those are good movies, man.
The Mighty Ducks movies. So,
yeah,
hey.
I was a little behind. I didn't really care for those. I didn't care too much.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one.
Listen, this is a very, very, very tough one. But I'm going to... Listen, oh man, I can hear myself. I'm very loud coming out of your computer. I'm going to have to push Aykroyd through.
You pushing Aykroyd?
I got to push Aykroyd. I mean, I love me some Estevez, but I got to push Aykroyd. Yeah, I'm going to push Aykroyd.
All right.
And I just realized right now what I've done to myself. I've done Martin Short versus Dan Aykroyd. Okay.
That's
all
fine.
Right.
That's
all
totally
right.
cool.
Where are we
all
at
right,
next?
so next, you ready?
You know what I realized? We should have... We really should be doing this where it's the outsides first, then the insides, and then the...
No, because then you know who's matching up against who and stuff like that.
No. The outsides, 1 and 1, both on the outside. Then we move up. What? Like right now, we would go to the outside.
Oh, you want to do this, then this?
No. The outside of... I mean, the other side of the board, because that's the same... The other side of the board now. Now we would do the other side of the board.
Oh, here.
Yeah, because the outsides are round 1, then the insides are round 2, and then the insides even more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
round 3, then round 4.
Finals, right? Exactly.
1, 2. Oh,
see what I'm saying? Round 1ers are the 16 on the outside. Well,
that's what we're doing.
The 8. No, well, I'm saying now you'd go to the other side of the board is what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
No, but we normally don't. Normally we do one side. I don't care. I'm just saying. Mighty Ducks was your childhood, D-Dubs? No, it doesn't matter. Stay on this side. It's fine. We've been staying on one side.
I never saw the Mighty Ducks. I never saw any of them.
I saw maybe like the first one, and I was just like, meh, it's fine.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. Wow, I was gonna say Doc Martin. You know what? And you know what's funny? You know what you've done. You know what you're doing here, right? You're putting all these heavy hitters, these comedy heavy hitters in this. Who is that? Steven Seagal?
He's not a comedy heavy hitter.
Well, he wouldn't think he's comedy, but
Steven Seagal.
That was a little crackety crooked. Yeah, I think we should do it on the outsides from now on. Yeah, we hadn't been.
That's
doing
what we're doing.
No, I'm saying no. Now what we would do is we would end up doing those, wouldn't we? Or we always do the outside?
Oh, we've always done this.
Oh, have we? Oh, we have. You're right. What am I, an idiot?
I don't know what you're thinking. Man, you know what you should be thinking? Steve Martin's filmography.
All right,
you ready for it?
Steve Martin's Three
Dead
Amigos.
Men Don't Wear Plaid.
Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. We know that one because we did that with the classic blend, and it was Rigby Don't something, right?
Rigby, yeah. It was something.
Anyway,
Rigby.
all right, yeah.
The Lonely Guy.
Yep.
Three Amigos, Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of
Classic,
Horrors, dentist.
Classic.
I'm gonna be a dentist.
Yeah, we'll get into Steven Seagal here.
We'll get to him in a second.
Roxanne.
Good one.
Listen to this. All in a row. You ready for these? These are in a row. Three Amigos, Little Shop of Horrors, Roxanne, Planes, Trains, Automobiles, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Parenthood, My Blue Heaven, L.A. Story, Father of the Bride. All in a row.
And that's the 80s? That was the 80s? That was him in the 80s?
Ending in 91.
Okay.
With Father of the Bride. That was all in, like, that's a streak, man. That might be one of the best streaks you can possibly get.
That's a good streak, yeah. Roxanne,
that is a streak, just movie after movie.
And The Jerk, The Jerk was when, 70?
Jerk was 79.
79, yeah. Well, you should have got that in there too, man. 75, bro.
Sorry, man. Yeah,
Jerk is a good one too.
Legitimate.
My Blue Heavens, he was good in My Blue Heaven. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I saw My Blue Heaven in the movie theater, man.
Did you really? Jeez.
Yeah. All right, Steven Seagal. Let's go with what he had here. You ready?
He had some hits. I'll tell you that much.
You know what? You saw Under Siege, and you're right. That was 92. His first movie was 1988, Above the Law.
Above the Law, that's
a lot of his stuff was all in one batch.
Right.
Between 88 to like 95.
Yeah,
so
Above the Law.
He fits in our criteria, but Above the Law, Hard to Kill, Marked for Death, Out for Justice, Under Siege, On Deadly Ground, and Under Siege Dark Territory. Then he polished it off in 96 with Executive Decision.
That's right. Oh, he was in that with Kurt Russell, where he played he died immediately in the plane.
Yeah, like in the plane.
Yeah. Above the Law. Oh, you should see Above the Law. Those were all good movies. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Above the Law, Mark for Death, great. I think Mark for Death is my favorite Seagal movie. But
I've seen one of them with the cue ball in the sock.
Kenny, it could be any of those. There's no way of knowing.
But you know what's funny about it is they always had it where Steven Seagal is Above the Law. Steven Seagal is Hard to Kill. Steven Seagal is Mark for Death. Right? They had all that stuff.
Absolutely.
I wasn't a big Steven Seagal guy. All right?
I liked them back.
However, looking here, I always thought they were like a series of movies. Apparently, no. Roll Nico, Roll Mason, Roll John, Detective Gino.
No, they were all
Casey,
no, they weren't.
Forrest.
No, they
Casey Ryback again. Oh, because Under Siege too.
Cue ball,
they're not sequels.
No, of course not. They're all he just plays the same character with different name. Every one. And in every movie,
he's got the little ponytail and the hair. Every movie,
he does the one move where he catches the guy's arm and does this and then breaks it.
Yes.
Every movie.
Yep.
So,
yep.
All right. So
anyway, who are you going with here?
Steve Martin.
Surprise.
Yeah, move Steve Martin. Come on, move Steve Martin. Let's go.
You're not into the Seagal?
I like Seagal. Don't get me wrong, but come on, it's Steve Martin.
I know that, but I hate it when they take my sandwiches on the beach.
Yeah, true.
He comes up and he just like drags my bag away with my sandwich in it. Steven Seagal again.
All right, what you got? What you got for me?
All right, so
show me the names and then do your typing so I can.
I got you.
We have Ralph Macchio. Good one.
Ralph Macchio.
Wait, didn't we have Ralph Macchio already?
No, nope, we did not. I cut him.
Okay.
I cut him sadly. And then we've also got
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers.
What the? You're not. Bro. You're pitting Carl Weathers against Ralph Macchio.
It's the way it lines up, man. It's not like I chose it.
Oh, man. I mean, I did meet Ralph Macchio. He does live about 30 minutes away. He lives like 10 minutes away from you right now. Where you live in now, he lives 10 minutes away from where Kenny lives. I met him at Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go through this. You ready for it?
Not to be confused with Bill Weathers.
All
right, Ralph Macchio. You got Outsiders.
Bill Withers.
Bill Withers. Yeah. You have Outsiders.
Yep. Karate Kid
1 to 3.
Crossroads, the Blues movie. Karate Kid Part 2. Yeah, 3. You said.
What year was My Cousin Vinny?
92.
Okay, that's pushing it.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
Carl Weathers.
He was in Dangerous Company, Teachers, Crossroads, and A Distant Thunder. Too Much Sun. He was in that batch of movies.
Okay.
Mr. Weathers there you go. But then you got Carl Weathers and
Apollo Creed and Action Jackson.
You ready for it? Yeah,
Apollo Creed. Yep.
In multiple of the Rocky movies, he was in Predator.
That's right.
Come on, man. Right?
Yep. That's the
Action Jackson. Then he was in a movie called Hurricane Smith right after that.
That's right.
He played Chubbs Peterson in both Happy Gilmore and Little Nicky.
Yes, he did. Yeah. In Little Nicky, he's dead because he died in Happy Bill.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
He died
anyway,
in
that's later on, but I had to squeeze that in there. So.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Close Encounters. He was in that.
Was it really?
Sold on Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore should not be a factor in this since it was meant to be considered.
Right? Yeah. Listen.
Who we got here? Macchio and Weathers. Come on.
I like Ralph Macchio, especially the new series Cobra Kai. It's fantastic series, but I gotta move Mr. Carl Weathers, man.
You're moving him.
You gotta move Carl Weathers. You're moving Carl Weathers, man, because he's he's the raddest of those two, you know?
He's the raddest of the two. All right.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, you've seen Predator and stuff, right? And you know Apollo Creed. I mean, come on. It's Creed. It's Apollo.
Oh.
Move him.
Apollo Creed.
I'm really hungry.
Sorry, man.
I didn't eat dinner. You didn't eat dinner yet either?
I did.
Oh. Why are you hungry?
I didn't say I was hungry.
Oh, I said you too. I came home from work and I didn't eat dinner. So, all right. Next, the next lineup for you, Chris. What do you got? Faux May. Just show it to me.
Not an easy one.
Just show it to me and then do tappy taps. Rick Moranis. Okay. Tully.
Rick Moranis versus
Dolph Lundgren. Oh man. I gotta move to the side so you can see.
Not exactly comparable in you know.
Yeah, can you slide it over a tad? Yeah, you're really like pushing. Oh man. Yeah. You always get him confused with Geordi from Star Trek. Oh, who? Carl Weathers? Oh, LeVar Burton and Carl Weathers. They look similar. Carl Weathers is just a bigger guy. LeVar Burton gonna make it in here? Reading Rainbow? Rick Moranis and Dolph Lundgren. So Moranis, obviously, Ghostbusters, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. What else is he in?
He was in
I'm blanking.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, duh, yeah, Little Shop of Horrors. Little Shop of Horrors.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids at the cinema, so that's a win for me. Yeah, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is a good movie. I like that. Shrunk the Kids is a good movie. Rick Moranis. Dolph Lundgren, obviously. Ivan Drago.
Hold on, let's get back to...
Oh, you want to go back to Moranis? Okay, what else has he got?
Spaceballs, Chris.
Holy balls in a hat.
You can't forget about that one.
I did, and I'm upset with myself.
Strange Brew. Did you ever see that?
Oh, my God. I love Oh, come
Bob
on,
McKenzie.
Let's go get... Oh, my God, Yeah, that was SNL, too. That was an SNL skit, too. Yeah. Rick Moranis is good.
Rick Moranis?
Some really good stuff in there.
You like Rick Moranis?
I like Rick Moranis. Yeah, you said he was Barney Rubble as well. Anyway, Dolph Lundgren, like I said previously, Ivan Drago, Rocky IV. He played, He-Man in the Masters of the Universe movie.
Yup. The Punisher?
He played the Punisher. He played the first incarnation of the Punisher on screen. That's right.
Besides the John Bernthal version.
I said he was the first one. That was the first movie they made.
Yeah.
Never seen the He-Man movie. You know what? It's weird and dumb and an absolute dumb thing. But you know what? Watch it.
Not good.
It's not great, but you know what? What in the 80s really was great? Sometimes things were just not good, but you got to watch them. So I suggest you watch it when you can.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely worth a watch, especially now that Kevin Smith is doing an animated series, on Netflix. So,
all right,
it is.
So, what else do we need to see Lundgren?
What else was he in? I just want to know. I know he's in a bunch of other movies. He really wasn't the leading man in a lot of things, I feel like.
He was with Brandon Lee in Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Remember that one? I Come in Peace.
That's right. He was the bad guy, and I Come in Peace. That's right.
Plus,
you go in pieces.
Plus,
heck yeah.
Am I thinking?
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Universal Soldier. I was like,
Universal Soldier.
I could have sworn he was in there. I didn't see it on here. Now I looked again, and yeah, he's
Van Damme. We did Van Damme, didn't we? I think we did, didn't we?
No.
Not yet. Well, all right. Listen, I'm gonna.
You got cut again. Who are you moving?
I love me some Dolph Lundgren, but I'm gonna have to move Rick
Moranis.
Thank you.
Good choice. I'd say that's a good choice. Now here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's difficult to make a decent movie out of a cartoon, right? Not so much a cartoon, but a video game with Super Mario Brothers, where they kind of like took that, like they have this world already made, and they brought it into like onto Earth, right? Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes.
They did the same thing with the He-Man movie. They had like the world already made with Eternia and everything, and then they brought it to Earth. That's the easy way out. Like, I don't know if these companies have gotten, like, maybe they didn't have the budget or something like that. I have no idea, but they both have very similar kind of things going on with them. Where at least the He-Man movie, they were a little bit more faithful to the character designs.
For the most, yeah.
Whatever, but you know, it's just weird. I don't know.
I don't think Orko was in that movie though. Was he? I don't remember Orko. It was another weird little.
I think it was like a little goblin, stupid little goblin.
It wasn't Orko.
Like but the fact of the matter is, like here's the thing. Like, also when they made the Transformers movies, like stupid Michael Bay, and the designs were already made for him. Like, why on earth did he just make them look like scraps of metal?
Yeah,
you know, like it just doesn't make sense. It was already there.
Yeah, you didn't.
And it's like, if you want to appeal to the kids, it's new, whether it's from 2007, I think, when the movie came out, or 84 when the original show came out. To kids now, they don't know what they look like in the 80s, so it's new to them. And then you please the people who liked it in the first place, right?
Yep.
Like, I don't get it. Like, the designs were made. G.I. Joe, same exact thing. The designs were already made for you. Let's put them all in black outfits and throw them out there. Nobody, you know what I mean? Like, that was one of the things. They had iconic costumes, like every single one of them, right?
Yeah. So, you know, Bumblebee.
You take Scarlet out of her like onesie thing or whatever, leotard or unitard or whatever. Like,
Snake Eyes was the only one that worked because he was in his uniform essentially. Bumblebee was a decent movie.
It's still not Bumblebee though.
No, but it was more. But Kenny, he had more covering. I'll tell you this much. It was definitely better. I think I like Bumblebee better than like the Transformers.
Right, because it was another director using the same designs and stuff. However, it's still tied in with the Michael Bay stuff.
It did, yeah.
Right.
Anyway, it did. But you know what? That opening scene on Cybertron, that's what you need to.
I watched it on YouTube.
It looked good.
It was like 6 minutes long or something like that.
But it looked good though, right? Admit it. It looked
was
real
fine.
Good.
It looked like a video game though. It looked like I was playing like War for Cybertron.
But that's what it's going to. Of course. But dude, it's gonna look like that. What do you expect?
No, I know.
Anyway.
But
all right. Let's get back to the 80s, man.
Okay. So here you go.
Who is that? Quaid.
Dennis, the Dennis variety.
Dennis the Menace. Quaid. Got it.
Yep. Not the Randy variety.
Aww.
And there you go.
Christian
DW.
Slater. Christian Slater. What, the games did? The games got delisted? Sorry, we're talking without explaining what it is. Is that what you're saying?
The Transformers games, DW?
Did it get delisted?
See, that's my problem. When I was talking to Chris the other day, we were talking about like downloading digital games and stuff like that. I bought games in the past that I'll never play again.
I know. It sucks. I know. What are you going to do, man? Oh, look. We have a visitor. That's Ravage, get out of me. Oh, this is weird. I'm half a cat now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, bye, Ravage.
All right.
Now you've all met Ravage. He's a wonderful little kitty.
Little Ravi. All right. So back in it.
Dennis Quaid and Christian Slater. Okay.
Christian Slater. Okay. So yes, Dennis Quaid. He had a prolific career in the 80s.
80s, yeah.
If you're not familiar with it, he was in Caveman. He was in Stripes. Uncredited. He was an extra.
Okay.
Jaws 3D.
That's right.
Big break.
In Jaws 3, yeah. Yep.
Bad movie, man.
That's a bad movie.
The Right Stuff. Dreamscape.
Yep. Yep.
Enemy Mine. The
Enemy
Big
Mine.
Easy. Inner Space.
Whoa. Stop.
Dude,
Stop.
That's a pretty good.
Yes.
That's a good run right there.
A good block. But just stop. Enemy Mine is one of my favorite. Like one of those movies that was always on HBO. It was just always on.
Yeah.
And whenever it came on, you were like, yeah, it's Louis Gossett Jr. and basically Dennis Quaid the entire time.
Yeah.
Two enemy pilots.
It's kind of funny because that was one of those videotapes that I always saw at the drugstore.
Yeah.
When I'd like debate on getting like Life Force.
Yeah,
and, like,
right.
Enemy Mine.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The only problem is I never understood the title. I still don't think I understand the title. Enemy Mine. Like it doesn't, Anyway, fantastic movie. If you haven't seen Enemy Mine, go see it. Yeah. And then the next, of course, was Inner Space, which was one of my favorite movies.
Inner Space, Suspect, DOA, Everybody's All American, Great Balls of Fire.
That was it. We played Jerry Lewis. He was really good in that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a Winona Ryder's in that.
Undercover Blues, Flesh and Bone.
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt Earp.
Oh, he was in Wyatt Earp. That's right. Yeah, this is on the 90s
And
now.
we can't count it because it's 96. But Dragonheart, Chris.
Oh, that's right. He was in Dragonheart. He was the old guy at that point. You understand, right? Like he was the old guy in that.
Not as old as Sean
right.
Connery.
Yeah, that's true. And all right.
So
Christian
and then
Slater,
you want to talk about the Slater.
True Romance.
That was a little.
That was a later, yeah. I just mentioned that because that was the
way
first,
later.
That was one of the first DVDs. That was the first DVD
I don't know.
I ever got.
You ready for this? First of all, he finished out the 80s in style.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Chris, it's broken, man.
You broke it, and I'm mad at you about it.
It's broken. So anyway,
the wizard.
Leave this
He's
here.
showing the wizard. Yeah, you can leave it there. It's fine.
Okay. Legend of Billie Jean.
That's right. I like that movie.
Tucker, the man in his dream.
That's
Heathers.
right. I remember Tucker. Heathers.
Gleaming the Cube.
Gleaming the Cube. Yeah.
Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. Remember that?
Yep.
Not really that good of a thing, right? That's the
Ravi. He Ravi meow.
Pump Up the Volume.
That's right.
Young Guns 2. Robin Hood.
Oh, that's right. He played Little John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little John says he played Will Scarlet.
Oh, Will Scarlet. That's what I meant. I meant Will Scarlet.
Yeah. Cuffs.
Remember Cuffs? He was in Cuffs.
And Chris, he was Pips in what movie?
Pips in. Wait, what?
When you used to drive down the road and it used to cut out when we talk all the time, you used to say, "I'm going through the."
Oh, Fern Gully.
Yeah. Yep.
You still Gleaming recently, DW?
True Romance was 93, so that's totally cool. Interview with a Vampire, totally cool.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, so what happened?
That's right. Interview with a Vampire is right. It was the thing, yeah.
It's all Gleaming the Cube. It was when they had it on TV one time, and there was like everybody's seen Gleaming the Cube, right? Yeah. Everybody's seen it. So watching that movie, and all of a sudden, like there was like a TV show. And skateboarding is when you're like 14, 15 years old. Like skateboarding is awesome. You know what I mean? Right. Like that. Yeah, right. That's it. It's just awesome.
Yeah, right.
So like there was a movie coming on TV and they're like, oh, this skateboarding movie and blah, 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 all this stuff, you know, like you see him and he's going through and everything like that. And I'm like, what's going on? And it says like A Brother's Justice tonight at 8 on ABC. And I'm like, A Brother's Justice? They changed the name when they put it on like TV, I guess.
Really?
Because it was about him like finding out who like killed his brother or whatever.
So that in the cinema, so Fern Gully in the cinema, great.
So that's crazy. That's awesome. Fern Gully. I never saw Fern Gully, but I did see Avatar, which I heard is the same thing. So, but anyway, so it was kind of funny that they changed the name just to appeal to like, I guess, moms that would never have watched Gleaming the Cube. So, but that's a pretty good batch right there, man.
Kenny, what you've done is you started me off in the round hard, and you're ending me hard on this round. That's
cool.
Rough.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm glad it's you making the decision and not me.
You will later, though. I want to hear what you think later. That's rough, man. Oh, my God. Both of them.
Quaid and Slater. Put them together, you get Quader.
What's on my ceiling? There's some stuff on my ceiling. Those bugs? What is that? Anyway, I got distracted.
Yeah, Robin Hood was 1991.
Oh, man. I like that movie.
We go 75 to 95. That's our batch.
Brotherhood of Justice. Yeah, that's right. Kiefer Sutherland. That's true. Kenny, I don't know what you've done to me here, but you've really thrown me for some loops.
Blind Justice. What was it? Blind Justice with Rutger Hauer?
Blind Justice, Rutger Hauer. I don't know, man.
Quaid or Slater? Quader. Come on.
I mean,
Dennis Quaid, man. I enjoyed Dennis Quaid.
You know what? I'm gonna push Dennis Quaid because I really do enjoy Slater, but Dennis Quaid, he's good too, man. I just like the stuff he was in.
Yeah.
Because of Enemy Mine. It's kind of
funny because I always thought, God, man, Frequency. Like I know that was later on, but that's one of the best.
Frequency was a really good movie as well. You're right.
That was a really good movie. I really enjoyed Frequency.
That's a good movie, yeah.
You know, there was just something about him that I know he was in bigger movies, but he was never you know what I mean? Like never like the Harrison Ford,
right?
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
but you knew him.
Caliber, Mel Gibson caliber. Like he never got to that level, you know.
Yeah.
But I always thought he had it. He had the charisma, the acting, everything about him. I don't know.
You think you have any in mind on DVD still? Well, bloody hell, that's amazing. I wish I had it on DVD.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so round 2.
Okay, let's get through it. Right, this is all right. We're getting up in time here. Let's go through this quick.
Gibson, Hauer. We already went through
Rutger Hauer and Mel Gibson. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna push Mel Gibson.
Why?
Because
Bird on a Wire, Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, because it's rad. Because Bird on the Wire was radical, man.
Was radical.
Out of the two, the raddest. Rutger Hauer's really good.
He was with Sean Young in Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, yeah.
Held his own against Harrison Ford. Also starred in Flesh and Blood with Jennifer Jason Leigh.
This is true. Put Mel Gibson through. Let's move forward. Come on. I love Rutger Hauer. I spent the day as Rutger Hauer, so if you go listen to that
That's true.
episode.
That's true. You did. It was a good time.
It was just again
probably all those memories too of waking up and going on that interview and all that stuff. So Martin Short, right? You got Ed Grimley.
Yep.
Ed Grimley. He also starred with Dennis Quaid in Inner Space.
Inner Space, I know. Go ahead. Go.
Remember, Dennis Quaid was inside of Martin Short at one point. Then you have Dan Aykroyd, Crystal Skull Vodka.
All right. Here's the thing.
Great Outdoors, Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
This is
a writer.
Let me talk.
Also a writer.
This is true. He wrote Ghostbusters.
Yes.
With Harold Ramis. Ramis? Is that how to say his name? Ramis. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm pushing Aykroyd through because I don't know. I just had those.
Sorry if it's lagging out on your end. Aykroyd?
Yeah. Internet's lagging out. Not on our end. I've got no drop frames on our end. We are a solid green. Over here. You're saying yours.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, Aykroyd, move forward. Okay, great. Who's next? What do we got? Yeah, we got you. Sorry, we have a thing with the internet.
Flashbacks to all.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Have so many
we're having
issues
very
with
bad
the internet.
flashbacks. Yeah, we spent years having horrible internet issues.
We don't mean to be like, oh, thank God, it's not us having issues.
I know, yeah.
We don't want anybody to have issues with the internet. We know how frustrating it can be.
Yeah.
Completely frustrating, but
we're just happy that we're
sorry.
Now, so.
Sorry, you're having issues.
All right, what's next? I can't read it. It's Steve Martin versus
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers. Kenny.
Steve Martin.
Kenny.
I Blue Heaven.
Kenny, you're gonna push Steve Martin through.
Little Shop of Horrors.
You're pushing Steve Martin through. Steve Martin.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Over Apollo?
Yes.
You getting the Sirio de Bergerac or whatever?
Yeah, you're gonna push him through, man.
All right, Steve Martin is going through. Rick Moranis, again, Little Shop of Horrors. Mm-hmm. Dennis Quaid, Enemy Mine.
Gotta push through the Quaid, man.
Quaid is going?
Quaid's going, man. Because Rick Moranis.
You go by acting caliber. How are you arriving at this decision? I feel this is a tough one.
It is a tough one because again, Rick Moranis is in Ghostbusters. He's in Spaceballs. You know what I mean?
Right. How many movies can you just throw on with Rick Moranis and be like, I'm just going to watch this movie, right? Yeah, but how many movies do you throw on with Dennis Quaid just for the fun of it?
Right.
Do you do that?
Yeah. Well, I would if I did. If I did, I would. Whatever. But yeah, it's a tough one. I'm sorry, it's a tough one. But you got to think like, in Spaceballs is a really good movie, but it's like, I don't know, man. Just push them through. I just can't. If I think too much about these, I'll never make a decision.
All right, so now we're going back into round 3. Gibson, Aykroyd.
Bloody hell.
Mel Gibson. Maverick.
I'm gonna.
Bird on a Wire.
Yeah, look.
I'm having. Hold on.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm not going to stop it. This is a rough one. You can step away. It's fine. I got to figure this out. DW says, you do love me some Quaid. Throw him on. Do whatever. Down whatever way you take your Quaid. I know, man. Quaid's good. But speaking about Mel Gibson and Dan Aykroyd. All right. The thing is, Mel Gibson, man, he just... Yeah, he's definitely... I don't know, man. I've got a theme going this time.
What?
I got a theme going, man, and I'm just picking my funny man.
You're picking your funny man?
I'm picking my funny man.
Going with Aykroyd?
I gotta go with Aykroyd just because Ghostbusters, and I just love Dan Aykroyd. I love Dan Aykroyd. Mel Gibson is fantastic, but I love Dan Aykroyd, and he's definitely the raddest out of the two at that point. Oh, Mel Gibson's good. I'm not gonna lie. Thunderdome is a good movie.
Did you say hi, Rancid?
I didn't say Rancid. Hey, what's up, Rancid?
Hi. How you doing? We're doing the actors again.
Yeah, doing actors again. Any points? Yeah, we know. We can see. Rancid, how are those ribs, man? Those look delectable. If you don't know what we're talking about, go Discord. Go to Do Even 80's Bro in Discord.
Weird outfit.
Discord.
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
The Right Stuff, the astronaut movie.
Oh, he was in The Right Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he was also inside of Martin Short at one point.
Yeah.
Courtesy of a syringe.
Gonna have to find an actor to get outraged about.
See, now we had Jennifer Grey last week.
Yeah,
we put her on.
Yeah, we did
She
have
was
Jennifer
there.
Grey. Yeah,
She was there.
I mean, I won't tell you how it played out because you have to go watch it.
we had her, man.
You may or may not be pleasantly surprised. I don't know.
All right, so here we're pushing Dan Aykroyd's going through the finals.
Dan Aykroyd is in the finals.
Hey.
Who did Dan Aykroyd beat out? He beat out. Aykroyd beat out
Gibson.
Gibson, and before
Aykroyd
that,
beat out Short.
Martin Short
and Estevez.
And Estevez, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, where are we at? What do I have? Steve Martin versus. Is that Dennis Quaid?
Martin and Quaid.
Oh.
You know what would have been funny if Martin Short was at here and it would have just been like Martin Short. You know, but it didn't end up like that.
It very could. No, like an alien movie or a fantasy. I've seen Inner Space, and I'm pretty sure I've seen him in The Right Stuff too. Oh, I don't know.
Enemy Mine.
He says it's not Enemy Mine. He has Enemy Mine on DVD.
I know, but it's got to be Enemy Mine. What else was he in?
That weird thing, yeah. I have a decision to make here, fellas. It's Steve Martin versus Dennis Quaid.
Steve Martin. All right, let's go back. Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. Roxanne. Parenthood.
Okay, I'm gonna say something to you. Let me reason it this way. Who was the
Three
raddest?
Amigos.
Let's say who's the raddest. Okay, Steve Martin to me was, I think because he had the white hair, because he's just always had white hair.
Mm-hmm.
I think, well, gray to white hair. Planes and Trains, it was kind of gray, right?
You can relate.
Oh, now I can. I mean, look at this. Look at this. That's gray. This is all gray. It's a nightmare.
What do you got here? What's this?
Oh, it's still whatever the color of my hair is.
It's just like one side went gray, the other side's totally normal.
Yeah. Rancid.
Aykroyd?
Rancid. Listen, Rancid. I'm not entirely sure.
He's not even there yet.
I'm not. Yeah, but I'm not entirely
He
sure.
might not make it. Chris might not even make it.
Let me finish what I'm saying. I'm not entirely
Chris
sure.
has some explaining to do
God,
on a lot
let
of
me
stuff.
say my words.
Go ahead.
I'm not entirely sure that Rancid is wrong. Now, Steve Martin or Dennis Quaid?
Answer the question. Did Jennifer Grey go all the way last week?
No, we're not. No, you got to watch it. I'm not going to give that away.
You gotta watch it.
All right, this is what I was saying. You cut me off, man. You're always interrupting me. My reason. Okay, so Steve Martin, growing up, he was like, yes, he was funny, and I enjoyed everything he's in. But to me, he was always like, the movies he did were always a little bit like more adult, if that makes any sense. Because I was younger, and it was like the movies he like Roxanne and like even Three Amigos, was a little bit
Yeah, he was
not Spies Like Us. My Blue Heaven,
Yeah. Yeah, I can see.
Rancid, you said you watched a little of it on Great, but got pulled away and couldn't get too far. Oh, that's okay. Well, then you have to go back and finish it. But Dennis Quaid, on the other hand, was in movies that I just consistently watched. I've seen Enemy Mine and Inner Space probably around the same amount of times, which is a lot. You know, I have to say Dennis Quaid.
Yeah,
I gotta push him through. Yeah.
He's an icon.
He's an icon. He is. Yeah, he's definitely an
Icon of
icon.
the 80s. All right, so Chris.
It's Dan versus Dennis. Dan versus Denny.
Yeah. So what's the quote? One shall stand, one shall fall. Two men enter, one man leaves. There can only be one.
There can be only
one. There can only be one. Which one is it?
I think there's something gross in my water bottle. And I don't want to drink this anymore. Or is that inside the label? Oh, it's not in the bottle. It's in the label. I want to drink that water, though, but it's like there's something, I don't know, weird.
How's everybody else's water going, right?
Well, I brought that water to work, and, you know, I work outside where the bugs just are aplenty. Dan Aykroyd versus Dennis Quaid. Here's the thing, everybody. I love Dennis Quaid, but what are you doing? Is that Colorforms?
No.
Why are you showing us a picture of B.A. Baracus right now? There's only one right decision, and we all know who it is. No, what he means is our new quote for these episodes are going to be, there can be only one, guys.
Right, but is that...
There can be only one.
There is only one right decision. We know who it is.
Yeah, well, there can be only one, and this time it's going to be Dan Aykroyd.
What?
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd, wow.
I love Dan Aykroyd. I love Dennis Quaid. But if I have to, what actor do I like better? What actor do I think is the raddest? It's Dan Aykroyd, man.
Aykroyd, do you hear that? Sorry, Mr. Aykroyd, do you hear that?
Ray Stantz.
Chris chose you.
You know?
He chose you. Get on here. Talk about Crystal Skull Vodka. We'd love to.
Yeah, you know you want to talk about Crystal Skull Vodka, Dan Aykroyd, so you might as well just come on and talk about Crystal Skull Vodka.
So actually, there's a knock at the door. I'll be right back.
It's Dan Aykroyd giving us some Crystal Skull Vodka.
There he is. So there you go. Dan Aykroyd beats out
Dennis Quaid in this
honestly, when this grid was made, when this was made, when the brackets were made and the seeds were put in, I honestly didn't know if it was going to be Aykroyd or Estevez.
Really?
I didn't know.
Really?
Now I know. But at the time, I didn't know.
This was a very comedy-centric seed that you did here, man.
You know.
Crystal Skulls and Aliens. We should turn that into a honky-tonk.
We could.
Yeah, right?
All right.
It's it. We did it. I did it. So, all right, Kenny. Let's go ahead.
Oh, what would I have chosen?
Yeah.
You asking me?
Let's go. We always got to know.
Me? You got to know? Oh, I was saying Aykroyd joins the ranks of... You got to watch the other video.
Nah, I know. You want to tell them? No, you can't. All right, so who would you have passed through? Come on. Oh, look at that.
Okay, so Norris and Gibson. I'd probably go Gibson.
Okay,
I'd go
Chuck
Gibson.
Norris. Okay, Mel Gibson you would do. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Going Gibson. So Gibson. Here. Hauer and Glover.
Rutger Hauer and Danny Glover.
Rutger Hauer never really...
You said Rutger Howard?
Rutger Hauer.
They said Howard.
Never really got he kind of like a lower version of Dennis Quaid. You know what I mean? Like he never really got the recognition.
That's why he didn't go forward.
Danny Glover. I love Danny Glover. However, Predator 2 stunk, right?
It did.
Horrible.
But Lethal Weapons were good.
Huh?
Lethal Weapons were good.
Yeah. I was really into those.
So wait, who'd you push forward? Hauer?
Yeah. I just never saw any Norris movies, Chuck Norris movies. I'm sorry. All right, so Berenger, Tom Berenger, Martin Short.
Yep.
As much as I hate Ed Grimley, and I feel like he can get a little grating.
Yeah, but you didn't have to watch that. And it was SNL, so it didn't make a difference.
Didn't have to. Estevez and Aykroyd. Spies Like Us, Great Outdoors.
Yep.
Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Just those alone.
Those alone.
But then you got Men at Work.
He just did bad
Young
movies,
Guns.
so he didn't have to hear him say.
What happened? What?
That's true.
I'm missing the chat here.
Danny Glover does bad movies just so he didn't have to hear you guys say he's the best.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. You're pushing Aykroyd through. Just push him through. You know you're doing it.
I don't know if I'm pushing Aykroyd or Estevez.
All right, well, go to the next ones.
All right. Seagal and Martin. Steve Martin. yeah, Steve Martin by far. Carl Weathers and Ralph Macchio. Karate Kid movies were a big part of my life.
True. This is true.
Carl Weathers, Predator, great role. However, I never saw the Rocky movies.
Never saw Rocky movies. Yeah, you're moving
So
Macchio.
I
Gotcha.
think karate beats boxing on
I
that
hear you.
one.
Okay.
Let's reset these. Rick Moranis, Dolph Lundgren. Rick Moranis, definitely. Quaid and Slater. I was more of a Quaid guy.
Yep.
Back up here, Gibson and Hauer. I think it's Hauer. I'm going Hauer on this one because Blade Runner.
Wow. Okay.
I remember Flesh and Blood was a really good movie also.
Yeah.
Down here, Aykroyd or Estevez.
I know.
I think it's Estevez, and I think Estevez beats Short.
Wow. Okay. So it's Estevez definitely beats Hauer then.
Yeah, I think so. So we can say that's who's going there.
Wow. Okay.
Steve Martin, Ralph Macchio. Steve Martin, gosh, he had a block of such good movies.
I know.
But when you're watching those, especially younger, could you relate to Steve Martin?
That's
like
my point. That's what I
right.
said. Yeah.
I could relate to Ralph Macchio.
Right. Yeah. So.
Right. Underdog and all that stuff. So we're gonna hold off on that one right there. Rick Moranis and Dennis Quaid. What?
Why hold it off on it? Do it.
I got to think about that.
Okay, fine.
And I got to think about Rick Moranis and Dennis Quaid because honestly, I feel like
come on, man.
Rick Moranis would beat Ralph Macchio.
No. You can't do it that way. No. You got to do one
I know.
You just yell at me for doing that. I know. I do that. I look. You look ahead to be like, who would I want to fight?
Hey, Dan Aykroyd. Like, yes, he's good. However, he was. This is going to sound stupid, as bad as it's going to sound for me to say. I never saw Ghostbusters 2. Okay, but stop. He's my least favorite Ghostbuster.
Okay.
Like
rank
I didn't feel like
Ghostbusters.
I didn't feel like he was
Winston's
at
not
the
your
acting.
least favorite.
He wasn't funny. I don't feel like he was that funny.
Really?
I don't feel like he was that charismatic. Well, I mean, he was likable, but I just didn't feel like he had like the same level. I felt like he was more out of his league in that movie as the four Ghostbusters.
Oh, I disagree with that.
And I feel like he's a number 4.
I don't know. I would say Winston Zedmore is the odd man out on that one.
I like Winston Zedmore.
Okay.
You know?
Hey, man, to each their own Ghostbusters. So go ahead. Macchio. You moving Macchio. Come on. You know you're moving Macchio. Move him up.
Yeah, I'm probably going to move Macchio. Just looking up there.
You know you're moving Quaid. Move Quaid.
I don't think I am. I think I'm moving Moranis.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Moranis,
so now.
Dude, so I'm telling you, Little Shop of Horrors, Spaceballs.
I know.
Ghostbusters alone.
I'm aware. They're all
elevate
great
him,
things.
Above.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Moranis, I think, beats Macchio all day long.
I know who you're gonna pick.
He also would have beaten Martin if I would have put Martin there.
Yeah, would he?
But Estevez and Moranis,
it's Moranis, really?
Moranis, yeah.
Wow, what an upset!
Yeah, I feel like
that's the one you chose. So yeah,
I feel like that's what mine would be.
Wow. Okay, so we both chose the comedy.
Yeah.
Moranis is a rock solid choice. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they're all pretty rock solid.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Moranis, I mean, like you want to talk about the 80s, you want to talk about Raddest, and you want to talk about who embodies like that decade. And I mean, aside from like, thinking about like Bill Murray, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Michael J. Fox, Rick Moranis is up there, man.
Listen, I'm not going to deny it. I didn't push them through out of, because of Quaid. You gave me a tough choice, but for me, it was a tough choice, but I had to make a quick decision because I would have been on that forever. Because now I'm thinking Moranis, but then I go back and I'm like, no, but Quaid too. So,
but that's the problem. Yeah, I mean, you get both of them, and
I mean, I blame you entirely because you're the one who grouped them up. But
yeah.
All right, look, that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate you guys hanging out in the chat with us. We hope you guys are all being safe and well, and you're getting your retro on. Obviously, you know where you can get us. For some reason, my buttons aren't working. So do you even 80s, bro? I guess I'm putting that in post.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Thanks for watching. And Ken, say an 80s thing.
Check your local area. A lot of places are opening up and stuff like that. And the bar down the street might be having 80s night.
That's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Which means you...
Right.
If you time traveled, you get two beers for one.
You can get, right. Right. Yeah. It's back to the 80s. That's what it is. Yeah. So, great.